Hello, I'm Dawn. Welcome to Cyprus and to my channel. Limassol is the main town of Cyprus for Carnival, recently followed by other towns which have not yet attained the grandeur and splendour of the huge Carnival in Limassol. It usually takes place in February or March, always a week preceding Lent. It lasts for more than 10 days, during which nightclubs, tavernas, hotels, clubs, discos provide evening entertainment in fancy costumes. There are numerous parties and dancing during the last week, during which everybody is disguised with masks and colourful fancy costumes. Some of the history is thought to be a festival honouring the beginning of the new year and the rebirth of nature. Some think the origins date back to Greek mythology, while others consider the beginning of the carnival may be linked to the pagan festivals of ancient Rome. Prior to that, 58 days before Easter, we begin the 10-day carnival period, the lifting of meat eating period before Easter. As this day always falls on a Thursday, and because a lot of meat is roasted and pastries fried, the air is thick with the odour of food. It's called Smelly Thursday, which means the smoke coming from the grilled meat. This in ancient times was offered to the god of Olympus. Specialities on this day, dactyla, are pastry fingers filled with ground almonds and cinnamon and sugar. Also there's a syrupy cake that looks like rolled up Weetabix and is also filled with almonds, cinnamon and sugar. So with these and other good things to eat, Carnival begins and lasts for 10 days. The traditional town, as we've said, is Limassol, where the people dress up every day and every night, even at work. You may go into your local bank, for example, and see everyone behind the counter dressed up.
Let's go, let's go, let's roll, let's roll.
First Sunday of this time is called Cheese Eating Sunday, when raviolis with a cheese, egg and mint filling are cooked and where a kind of sweet cream cheese puff are fried. On this Sunday a children's parade is held in Limassol and hundreds of children dress up and compete for prizes. The nicest and oldest custom in Cyprus is that the pelomaskes, the mad or silly mask. This custom is also prevalent in some of the villages. Groups of children, grown-ups too, dress in any old rag they can find and go from house to house, teasing anyone who opens his door to them. Their faces are of course covered by a mask or a cloth sack with slits for eyes and mouth. At every house they visit, they're offered sweetmeats, cakes, etc. And while they're trying to eat, which is not possible with their mask on, the hosts have to try and guess who they are. Very often they guess correctly, and if they're friends, they too will dress up and join the company, and all together will go on to the next house. This goes on and on until they are a large crowd, dancing and singing and teasing whomever they meet. It's an unwritten law, you're not allowed to lift the mask during carnival time. The last Sunday of Carnival is the typical thing to cook ravioli with the mincemeat filling, and also a mincemeat instead of cheese filling of some items, and of course meat is eaten in abundance. On this Sunday, thousands of visitors stream into Limassol and watch the biggest carnival parade of floats, and at night people dance until the early hours, which is then Clean or Green Monday. Green Monday sets an end to Carnival and fasting begins. The Carnival is our annual event and linked to the largest religious holiday on the island, Easter. The epicentre of the Carnival period goes out with its celebrations, which seem to get bigger and more lavish each year. The actual word carnival in Greek comes from the French and Italian words for away from the meat, much like the Latin meaning of the word carnival itself, to take leave of meat. The carnival leads up to Lent and people have so much fun before the challenge of fasting and abstinence. The tradition of carnival first appeared in Rome, then Venice, Nice and Greece, and finally Rio and Cyprus. The Carnival King first appeared in Limassol, which is why the town is the main organiser of events. Since the 19th century, the Carnival period starts on the Sunday and ends on Shrovetide Sunday, followed by Green Monday. It follows the date of the Greek Orthodox calendar. To start off the events, the Carnival King enters the town to much fanfare.
Let's go, let's go, let's roll, let's roll.
The children's parade is next, and it goes along the streets and a serenaders show. The serenaders wander through the streets lavishly dressed, playing their guitars and traditional mandolin. Their shows mainly take place as the central key points of the town, like the square, the medieval castle square, the market square, etc. During the carnival time you will see decorations all over Limassol, humorous statues and figures placed in key points, much like Christmas decorations during the Christmas period. You will also see the roundabouts highly decorated. The shops will also be filled with fancy dress costumes at least a month before. Cypriots tend to buy a new costume each year, and this is a thriving business. Everyone goes out everywhere in costume, and competitions are held for the best one in every establishment. After the main carnival on the last day, you will see paper confetti everywhere. The municipality does a great job of clearing up, and by the next day you would not even know there had been a huge carnival with thousands of people and confetti.